Many years ago, in the bustling industrial town of Owerri, there lived a young lady named Nneka. Nneka was known for her integrity and exceptional culinary skills. She owned a quite big restaurant in center of the main market. Nneka's mother, before her passing, was a popular food vendor in the same market. She was known for her delicious foods in the town Owerri and the neighboring town. So it is safe to say Nneka was following her mother's footsteps. After her mother's passing, Nneka inherited her cooking utensils and a wealth of knowledge of cooking different delicious foods. Even though she did not have enough money to start her food business, she started with what her mother left for her. Determined to honor her mother's legacy, Nneka opened a restaurant. Even though she lacked substantial funds, she couldn't secure a spot in the designated space for food vendors in the market. So she set up a stall across from them. Initially, business was slow. However, word of mouth spread about the delicious native dishes she prepared. People who eat in her restaurant began to spread a good review of how there was a new food seller in town whose food was the best, and so gradually Nneka's restaurant became the most patronized in the main market. She ran the business alone, and so she was not able to cater for the large customers that came to her restaurant, and soon her restaurant became the most popular in the market. Due to the crowd visiting her restaurant daily, she could not serve them all, but the customers did not mind staying on a long queue until it gets to them. They get value for their money, so they don't mind staying. Amaka's warmth and friendly smile endeared her to her customers, who often volunteered to help her with chores, attending to other customers, washing plates and cleaning up and others. They don't mind doing this. They all just love Nneka and admire her diligence. Among those helpers was a young man named Tobechukwu, who admired Nneka's dedication and skill. One evening, he passed by and he saw Nneka doing chores. She looked tired and he decided to help her. While he was doing the chores, he suggested Nneka hire an assistant to manage the growing number of customers. I don't want anyone to spoil my business for me. You know how this employee can be. I have customers that love me and help me with chores. I think I can cope with that, Nneka said. Nneka, I understand your concerns, but your business is growing. You need someone to help you. If not, the stress will tell on you. Just look for someone who is diligent and loyal to be your assistant. Though hesitant at first, fearing an untrustworthy employee, Amaka eventually agreed. The next day, she posted a vacancy for an assistant. In a short time after posting the vacancy, a lot of girls lined up in front of her restaurant to apply for the job. Nneka was confused on who to choose as many girls applied, but Nneka finally chose a humble, hardworking orphan named Chichi. Chichi lost her parents at a tender age and since has been struggling to feed herself. Seeing herself in Chichi, Nneka took her under her wing. Chichi proved to be a dedicated worker, allowing Nneka to focus on expanding her business. Chichi treated the business like her own. Nneka was very confident in Chichi's ability that she would confidently leave her alone to attend to her customers while she went to the market. She was grateful that she listened to Tobechukwu's advice of hiring an assistant. Nneka and Tobechukwu's relationship blossomed into romance. Nneka loved him for always standing by her side and soon they fell in love. Meanwhile, her restaurant success continued to soar, much to the dismay of the other food vendors who saw their customer base reducing daily. Jealous and desperate, they plotted against Nneka for taking all their customers in the market. Her restaurant's breakthrough did not go down well with the other food vendors in the market, who had been there long before Nneka came. They watched helplessly as all their customers avoided their restaurants and would troop into Nneka's restaurant to eat. As a result, they were recording great losses as their unsold food would stay in their restaurant for days and get spoiled. They soon formed an association of food vendors in the market where they all table Nneka's matter. They thought of how to get rid of her from the market. They met and discussed among themselves, trying to find out if anyone knew her secret recipe or the magic she was using to attract all the customers to her restaurant. Some of them who have secretly bought her food testify that her food is very delicious. What is her secret recipe, or what is the fetches she is using? They all ask. They concluded they were not going to sit back and watch Nneka dominate the market they originated. They determined to find something to do about it. Nneka's restaurant could no longer contain the large number of customers they were coming to eat in her restaurant, and so she decided to expand and rent the shop that was closer to her. The work soon became overloaded for Chichi, and Nneka decided to employ another girl. Again, she posted a vacancy for a restaurant assistant. The news soon reached the food vendors in the market. They called for a meeting immediately. This is a great opportunity to plot against her, they said among themselves. I have a younger sister. I can invite her to Owerri. Let us send her there to apply for the job. Nneka would like that she's an orphan who is looking for a livelihood. It seems Nneka does have compassion on orphans. One of them said. They all echoed, yes, yes, yes. So they invited the girl to Owerri. Her name was Nina. They told Nina to apply, and if she got the job, they told her to find out the secret ingredients Nneka was using to cook and any other secret whatsoever. They promised to give her some amount of money, and she agreed. Nina applied for the job, and when it got to her turn for interview, the look on her face became so sad and pleaded for the job. She told Nneka how she lost her parents and how life has been hard for her. Nneka had compassion on her and employed her, telling her to put her best in her work. Activities at Nneka's restaurant business was really going on well for her, and life was moving in her favor. Everything was turning around for her good. And soon, Tobechukwu proposed marriage to her, and she accepted. He took her to see his mother, who approved of Nneka. Nneka was very excited to finally have a family after so many years of being alone. Nina performing the tasks given to her by the food vendors. She was very inquisitive, asking questions and observing every activities in the restaurant. After a month of being nosy and couldn't find a thing against Nneka's restaurant, she went back to the food vendors. I have searched and searched. I have observed her cooking process. I can't hold a thing against her. She's just doing her thing. She's not fetish. Her secret is a combination of spices, her customer service, and her smile while attending to customers. She told the food vendors, are you sure? It's a lie, Joe. Is she the only one that can make spices? Forget that. Maybe she's just careful with sharing her secrets, one of them said. Since we can't know her secrets, let's come up with a lie against her and spread it around. Let's spread a lie that she uses her period water to cook, and that's why she has a lot of customers trooping to her restaurant. Yes, 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 some of them concurred. No, we are not going to be part of these lies. Some of them left in disagreement. Soon, the lies began to spread like wildfire. Don't go there to eat, oh. They said she's using her period water to cook. Anyone that eats in her restaurant will become useless in life. She uses their glory. Be warned, oh. One will say to another, and the lies continue to spread. The unexpected happened one morning. Nneka and her two workers, Chichi and Nina, had arrived at the restaurant to start cooking before the customers would start coming in. However, hours after they set the table and chairs to receive customers, no one had entered to buy food. This was strange, and Nneka was surprised, but she felt they would still come around. All of a sudden, Tobechukwu came running towards Nneka restaurant, panting and looking worried. He called Nneka outside and whispered something into her ears. Nneka found it unbelievable and laughed over it. She could not relate to the joke in what he just said, and he shouted, I am very serious about this. They are saying one of your girls told them about it, and the rumor has spread everywhere like wildfire. Have you had any customer here today? Nneka was shocked as she realized what Tobechukwu was saying is true. No, I haven't. Wait, are you trying to tell me that one of my girls started a rumor rumor that I used my period water to cook my food and that I am using my customers' glory, and that is why I have so many customers trooping into my restaurant? Nneka started shaking and feeling faint, and Tobechukwu had to hold her before she fell. Is that why no one has come to my shop today? Me, Nneka, do you also believe that I can do that? Nneka started to cry. Tobechukwu hugged her and tried to calm her down. He then told Nneka to wait while he confronted her workers. He went to meet Chichi and Nina. As they saw him, they stood up to greet him, but he angrily cut them off. There is nothing good about this morning, and it will get worse for you too if you don't confess the evil you have done. How could you be so wicked? Chichi and Nina were shocked and confused. Tobechukwu, furious, asked, which one of you spread that evil rumor about your auntie's cooking? The two girls looked even more confused. Brother, what rumor? They asked. Tobechukwu, irritated, said, okay, so you two are claiming ignorance. I will tell you. Who said Amaka uses the water from her period to cook? Chichi exclaimed in shock. Brother, who would say such a thing about auntie's cooking? We all cook with her and we have never seen anything like that. Nina started to cry. Brother, I don't know anything about this. I am innocent. Auntie has been very good to me. I can't say such a thing about her. Tobechukwu clapped his hands mockingly. Well done. Nice performance. Since you two aren't ready to talk, I will lock you here. By the time I return, if you still don't confess, I will pour hot oil on your bodies, he said and stormed out, locking the door. Chichi and Nina cried and begged, claiming innocence, but Tobechukwu was determined. He went back to Nneka to find a solution. The money was gone and all the shops has resumed business. The other restaurants opposite Nneka's were bustling with customers, while Nneka's restaurant was quiet. She sat in her restaurant, crying bitterly. Tobechukwu told her she needed to leave for her safety because the bad news was spreading fast. As they were still talking, a large crowd, led by the market's woman leader, Ine, stopped Nneka's restaurant. They were angry and would have resorted to violence if not for the market leader. He called Nneka out and Tobechukwu went with her for support. The market leader said, we were informed by a reliable source that you use water from your period to cook food for public consumption. Speculations has been going on that you belong to an occultic group responsible for your business success. Now it is clear you are evil and you are using your customers' glory. You can no longer sell food for us. Do you have anything to say about these allegations? Nneka, outspoken, said, please sir, I have never done such a thing in my life. I use clean water to cook all my food. I do not belong to any occultic group. Tobechukwu added, can you tell us who came up with these accusations? The market leader angrily replied, do I look like a fool? It doesn't matter who said it. What matters is that it came from a reliable source. This is my verdict. Nneka's restaurant is banished from this market. You can no longer cook or own a shop here. Just calmly pack your things and leave. Nneka fell down, begging, while the angry mob started shouting and throwing sticks into her shop. Tobechukwu quickly shielded Nneka and took her to the kitchen. While Nneka saw her workers, Chichi and Nina, her heart broke more. She faced them, crying, I opened my heart to you and accepted you. I have been good to you, but you choose to pay me back like this. May the earth bear me witness. Whoever did this to me, may the earth reject such a person. Nneka could not control her tears. Tobechukwu angrily chased Chichi and Nina away from the building. He helped Nneka pack her things and leave. As Nneka was leaving, the other food vendors mocked her. Look at this housefly that thinks she's a bird. Evil girl. Thank God we have been exposed. We can now enjoy our business in peace. Sure. Tobechukwu hurriedly guided Nneka to her house. He consoled her and put her to sleep. When he got home, his mother was waiting. She asked if the rumors were true. Tobechukwu said, Mama, Nneka cannot do such a thing. She was blackmailed. All these things are lies. But his mother could not listen and warned him to stay far away from the evil girl. Tobechukwu couldn't believe his mother fell for such rumors, but made it clear to her that he wouldn't leave Nneka alone. Nneka stayed indoors for days, fearing somebody might harm her. Tobechukwu supported her throughout, and Nneka couldn't understand what she had done to deserve such a man in her life. She was gradually recovering from the betrayal when what she feared most happened. Tobechukwu didn't show up for days. Worried, she decided to check on him. Disguised, she went to his house but didn't find him. His mother chased her away, calling her evil and witch. Nneka, heartbroken, ran back to her house in tears. 5 weeks later, Tobechukwu came running to Nneka's house. She was surprised to see him. Tobechukwu knew she must have been worried, so he quickly explained, "I'm very sorry for disappearing without letting you know. I was unhappy with the stigma the accusation brought to you, so I secretly tried to find the truth. Some weeks back, I'm sorry I did not tell you this. Nina came to my shop, acting strangely and throwing herself at me. She confessed she was in love with me and has been eyeing me. Told me to stay away from you, claiming you will kill me with your witchcraft. I realized she knew something about the rumor, so I played along to gain her trust. I stayed away from you to keep up the act. This morning, I promised to take her to meet my mother so we could get married. She was excited and confessed she was the one who spread the rumor. She said the other food vendors paid her to lie about you. I pretended to be pleased, then called the vigilante to detain her. She is now at the market leader's custody and the other vendors has been called." Nneka, shocked, quickly ran with Tobechukwu to the market. There they saw Nina kneeling down and crying. The market leader asked her the name of her accomplice and she pointed to the other food vendors. The women tried to escape but were blocked by the vigilantes. They confessed, saying they were jealous of Nneka's success. Nneka, dumbfounded, was more pained by Nina's betrayal. She had employed Nina out of compassion, only to be stabbed in her back. "Nina, I employed you because I felt compassion for you and your struggle as an orphan. So it seems all was lies? You betrayed me," Nneka said, crying. The market food vendors were suspended and fined, while Nina was detained and later sent out of the village. Tobechukwu's mother apologized to Nneka and approved of their relationship. They later got married and left the village because Nneka couldn't bear to restart her business there. They moved to a new town and Nneka started a restaurant. This time she refused to hire anyone, but Tobechukwu was helping her, and together they managed the biggest restaurant in the town. This story highlights two moral lessons. First, one's gift and talent will inevitably open doors and create opportunities. Despite obstacles and conspiracy, it's important to recognize and cultivate your unique abilities rather than envying others. Second, greed leads to destructive paths and eventually downfall. Contentment and hard work pave the way for genuine success and fulfillment. Thank you for watching this video. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Give this story a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Share this tale with your loved ones. Until next time, goodbye.